Alright, recording. First off, I'm not a mechanic. I probably have an automotive IQ of like 86. So what I want to go over is how I installed my ChaseBays fuel pressure regulator. A lot of trial and error for something that should be very simple. So I thought I'd be high speed, and I decided that I want to put a A&N fitting on the end. So I went ahead and got the Mishimoto kit so I can make A&N lines. Put an A&N fitting on the other end from the ChaseBays lines. I decided I would cut my fuel lines, put a 37-degree flare using this rigid tool, and my flares did not come out right. Fuel was leaking everywhere. Even tried compression fittings, that didn't work. So in short, you got your Z32 fuel filter and your lines. You take this stuff off, kind of discard it. But in short, what I should have done is just follow the instructions, right? So ChaseBays will say you want to shorten your lines up about 6 inches, right? Utilizing a tool similar to this. Just go ahead and cut those lines. And this is what I ended up doing. So I went ahead, and I wish ChaseBays had this offer to make it easier. If they would just run it with regular fittings, so you can use their lines but without the A&N fittings, because I kept cutting back so much because of my bad 37-degree flares, and I trimmed their lines that they were kind of useless, so I had to get regular fuel line. So how I ran this is using their micron filter, 100 micron filter. That's your feed coming in from the filter to the fuel pressure regulator, right? And then you have your line going to the rail. I'm trying to get a good angle here, sorry. To the rail right here, and I ran that to the front right here. And then you have your return line going back here at the bottom. So it worked well, right? This piece was sitting here, so I took that off. So ChaseBays says, hey, you run the fuel line to the front of the rail, and then you cap off this piece. Well, initially when I capped it off, it worked, and then gasoline ran through the rubber fitting. It deteriorated, so I had fuel coming out. So I took I thought it was my injectors at first, but then when I took off the intake, I realized that it was just this cap that I put there. So I wouldn't use a vacuum cap. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to utilize what I have remaining from ChaseBays. So I'm going to take their line that they sent me, and I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to put a cap at the end, and hoping that will fix the issue. I don't think it's. I don't know. Hopefully, there's better stuff to do. ChaseBays makes great products. Just when you get someone like me that's not that automotive-y inclined, you're going to have issues. Just recommendations, great product. I just wish you had the option to choose different fittings so that you can just run regular fuel lines instead of the A&N line that comes with it with the false A&N fitting at the end. And sell an option that will allow you to cap off this line here, and and a better fitting at the beginning of the fuel rail. You try to run a straight one from PMP or Phase Motorsports, I believe it's called. It hits my throttle body, so that wasn't an option for me. But once again, ChaseBays makes great products, and go over how I did it one last time before I reassemble this and turn it back on. Feed coming in to the 100 micron fuel filter, going to the fuel pressure regulator. Fuel line coming out and running to the front of the fuel pressure regulator. And then you have the return at the bottom, running back to the tank. And this line here, the one behind that, is the one you cap off, to my understanding. I hope this helps somebody. I had difficulty because, once again, I'm not automotively inclined. I just enjoy working on cars. This is a hobby, and doing the best I can with my limited knowledge and my automotive IQ of 83 or something. Hope you liked the video. Hope it helps somebody. Next video, I'm going to go over how I'm running my vacuum lines to my MAC valve. I have an AEM True Boost gauge, old school Blitz blow-off valve, and a T28, and how I'm going to run these to the throttle body vacuum lines. You have 4 of them here. I'm going to cap off 2, and then the one's going to go to the blow-off valve, and one goes to the boost gauge, to my understanding. First video, let me know what you think. Put something in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.